It is Sunday here at the barn. Just a miserable day. This has been a horrible week for weather, really. It was either really, really cold or like +2 and melting water and crap everywhere. It's just not a great day, to be honest. Amy, we came to the barn a little bit early. Amy wanted to jog White Tiger before tomorrow's race. So she's out there. I don't know if you can see her. Wait until he comes around. Wait until he comes around, and then I'll switch it over. We just got Addie Bear and I are just finishing up the videos. This is the opening video is the last video of the day. That's shocking, isn't it? But I wanted to think about what we were going to talk about this week. We got the sale coming up on the 17th. I'd said in a video the other day, I've all but abandoned my idea that we could possibly get that Pacer, the beach horse I was thinking of. You know, I've talked to a number of people like-minded. The same thought process that I have is that he's just going to bring too much. There's Tiger. Tiger for today. There's Tiggy getting ready for its event. So, as I said, I've all but abandoned my thought process in that way. She can't hear you with the windows, and I'm doing a video, and you're being noisy. Remember we said you were going to be quiet? Remember we talked about that? No, yeah, just leave. Thank you. So, where does that leave us? It leaves us with a number of horses, both in the main catalog and what will make up the supplemental catalog. I imagine it'll come out today, tomorrow, Tuesday, something like that. I suspect there'll be 30 or 40 horses in that supplemental. Many of them will look pretty interesting to us, or some of them anyway. So as it stands right now, with the beach horse out, that leaves 9 that are on my list. And then I suspect about another 5 or 6 from the supplemental. Okay, you're doing a video too? Okay, thanks. You need to do yours silent though, like a Charlie Chaplin video. So when it comes to the sale, I think the most responsible thing to do is scale back my my original request, which was for 120, 130, which was going to be nowhere near where that horse was going to go anyway, and be somewhere more responsible and say, okay, if we picked up 2 horses, these would be 2 horses that would be between Eldest Patrick and Locatelli. Price-wise, talent-wise, obviously we want to hope to improve on the horses, but I think around there, if we picked up 2 horses in that order, that would bring us to around 90,000. So I'm going to have Kelly reform the form when she sends it out this week and make it clear that we're going to scale things back from a suspected 120 to probably your 80 or 90. Now, there's a number of reasons for that. Are there people out there? I'm going to be as clear. I'm going to be as clear as I can. If we don't get somewhere closer to, hey, if we don't get somewhere closer to what we're looking for, then I simply won't go to the sale. I mean, it just makes no sense. And I think everybody out there knows where we're at now. We've started the new year. We have our horses training right now. Our race horses are racing good. We've rested the ones that, quite frankly, they needed a rest, right? Yes, Stonebridge, Simba, both those horses need a little bit of time off. We'll bring them back in probably 3-4 weeks, put a little weight on them, freshen them up, and have them ready for the rest of the winter into spring. But for right now, the horse jogging right now, here he is again. This guy been racing absolutely fantastic of late. His last 2, quite frankly, definitely could have won the Open last week with had a little road trouble, but could have got there. Now, is it a depleted Open a little bit? Yeah, but you still got to race in the Open, and he's been racing very good. He got to drop way down. Mommy's over there, sweetheart. He got to drop way down in class this week, so we'll see what he can do with that. Globetrotting was on the mend. Her blood come back at a place where I think by next Saturday we can have Adeline. I think we can have it perfect by next Saturday, which is very important. She schooled good on Friday. She's going to train on Wednesday. We're going to retake her blood both Tuesday and Friday. So her vet bill might be a little higher this month. Some of it just attributed to doing simple blood work on the mare. But for right now, I'm happy with where I see Locatelli, White Tiger, Globetrotting. Compass Rose just needs to draw a decent class, for the love of God, inside somewhere. And then, of course, Eldest Patrick has been fantastic. As I said, Locatelli was good. Tour de Lindy and Jekyll and Hyde both racing very, very good right now. Tour de Lindy sitting on a win, I hope, on Tuesday, and Jekyll and Hyde thereabouts on Wednesday. So that's where we're at with a number of the racehorses. We have No Free Lunch, who's coming back very, very soon, trained in 2.8 in the jog cart. Both him and Will DeWin are going to the vet just for checkups on Monday afternoon. Aglaire AM has begun her training back to the track right now. I'm a Lovely Lady starts training this week. Mama Knows Best starts training. My Jazz is racing good. So and Sue will be back in soon. And Walk on the Moon, along with the 2 fillies, starts his training this week also. So a ton going on this week. I'm going over to Ohio on Monday night. I'm gonna go over to Ohio Monday night. Tuesday we have 2 horses to race. Wednesday I'm gonna train all the 3-year-olds. I'm gonna drop the hammer on a number of them, see how they feel, see how close they actually are to the races. It's one thing to say, oh, we've been in 2.8. It's another thing to go a mile in 2.5 and have them recover quickly, eat their lunch, look happy, scope good. This is what I'm looking for Wednesday at Northfield Park. We brought High Gear No Fear back in. What happened was I made a mistake. I thought that Peanut was turned out at the other farm, so I was going to bring back in Brave World and Peanut. But I get out there, and there were only 2 horses out there, but they weren't Brave World and Peanut. They were Brave World and High Gear No Fear. We had 2 horses to swap out. I had to bring them back in. So I said, you know what, I'll bring them back in, and then I am going to, bring him back in, and I'm going to take his blood and see where that liver count sits. And we drew it. His liver count was still higher than I'd like to see this horse in the field for 3 weeks. His liver count was still 67. That's almost twice what it should be. So we put him on. I had ordered some of the. We had these pills that the veterinary in Ohio said should help. They seem to really, really knock down that GGT count on globetrotting. So we're going to see what they can do for High Gear No Fear. He's going to stay in now. We're going to try and put some weight on him, drive that liver count down, and get him back going. I guess the ultimate deciding factor in him staying here was the fact that I looked up his 2021 race report. Really didn't have a taxing year at all. So High Gear No Fear will stay in. We'll get some weight on him. Get him feeling good and shined up, and then get him back going. As I said, we're going to train a number of the 3-year-olds over in Ohio and get a look at them this week. Also, Australia. I never talk about Australia, and I'm sorry, but, you know, aside from Darren, we don't really get a great communication avenue with the trainers in Australia, and Darren does a great job with his social media and always keeps us up to date. I was able to watch Girl from Oz jog the other day. I see that Darren has made... moved his stable to Queensland. Now, I don't want to tell you I was to all those places, but I can't remember now. New South Wales to Queensland. I know it's a truck, but he's got the horses up there. Mickey You're So Fine was a winner, and Girl from Oz both looked very convincing in their victories. So a great job, and a great shout out to Darren McCall doing a great job for us in Australia. As I said, the horses are racing really, really well here in Ontario. Most importantly, the babies, how are they coming? I did a great update for all you guys of the yearlings, 2-year-olds now, how the 2-year-olds are behaving. Oh, I see Mummy come off the track. We better go back down. I gave you guys a wonderful update about how they've been doing, how they look, what they're up to, how much we've been. I think the fastest we've been was Enzo Aguelo, 1 mile in 2:41. Lady All-Star, 1 mile in 2:40, 2:41. Both those horses were very... No, we're going to get Mommy first, sweetheart.
Mommy?
Yeah. So both those horses were exceptionally good. I made reference to a number, maybe 5-6 horses that are really firing on all cylinders right now. And really, one horse that caught my eye was that Enzo horse. I made a comparison to him in the yearling videos, 2-year-old videos now, to another standout from last year that I said, listen, in January, this horse feels like you could qualify her right now. You guys remember me saying this. You could qualify her right now. She's got a ton of talent. All we have to do is keep her legs attached and her head screwed on straight between now and July, and I think we're going to have a nice horse on our hands. Very similar very similar to that is our filly, or is our colt Enzo to our former filly that's now a sophomore with us in Northfield, Bomb Hugger. So quite a lofty prediction from me for Enzo. A lot of ground, a lot of racetrack, so to speak, between now and Pennsylvania this summer, but man, he was some kind of impressive on the weekend. So if you want to hear how the weekend went and what went on with the horses, how the horses are going, which ones are going to be head splints crowd, curbs crowd, or castrated, all that information should be there, readily available for you on the 2-year-old video. The drone, when's it coming again? I was hoping for next Saturday. It is a little bumpy, but it's okay. It's okay. We have a little hiccup in the sense that we are castrating some horses this week, and they won't be ready for this Saturday. So I looked to the following Saturday, and it looks like the weather is good. Looks like everything is coming together nicely for that particular day. So it might make more sense. I know I don't like leaving it that long in between, but it might make much more sense to look for the drone to be on January 22nd rather than January 15th, I guess, which would be this Saturday coming. So we'll see. It still could be this Saturday, but I can give you a couple of reasons why. There was a little more wind this Saturday coming, and of course, with the castrations, it would mean that our drone lists were a little bit... Just a second. Yeah, you can come too, sweetheart. The drone lists were going to be a little bit short. You want to put your boots on?
Yeah.
Here you go. Your boots are right here. You can put these on. Where's your hat, though, honey? Your hat. So with that, a bit of a shorter... Here, put your boots on. A bit of a shorter opening this week, but really, we don't have tons to talk about, right? We have the sale. We have the 3-year-olds racing.
No, we
Just
do.
relax, not bar. You got to say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. So that's it for the opening this week. Scroll down, look at the yearling videos, the 2-year-old videos, the 3-year-old videos, the race horses. Hey, shush. And all the stables. That's a wrap. I know it's a start, but that's a wrap for this, the week of January the 8th, 2022. Welcome to the new year, everyone.